Yo, the GOAT, Todd McFarlane, is finally doing hip hop toys, and I got the first one right here to review for y'all. But before we get into that, if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, please smash that like button, drop a comment, hit me with a share, because it's your continued support that helps this channel keep growing. Whatever it is you got to say, leave it in the comments. I don't care, good or bad. It's all engagement at the end of the day. So today, we got the Flav Music Maniacs by McFarlane Toys. And if you didn't know, Todd McFarlane is, in my opinion, the GOAT. One of the GOATs in the comic and illustration world. Spawn is one of my favorite characters and comics and toys in the 90s. Besides G.I. Joes, I had a bunch of Spawn toys, and they were just really known for being the first to be so detailed. Like, Todd McFarlane changed the game when he started manufacturing his own toys. I respect his independent hustle. I respect his art. I respect his vision. I am a huge Todd McFarlane fan, so when I saw this figure announced, I copped it just strictly off of hype. But unfortunately, this figure was and is all hype. Now, for years, McFarlane has been known for detailed action figures across every genre, including music, except for hip hop. So it started to lead me to wonder why hip hop was never included in the mix. No conspiracy theories here. I just wonder why he did everything else but not hip hop. And now in 2025, he decides to finally do hip hop, and the figure they do is Flavor Flav. And no disrespect to Flavor Flav. I'm a huge Flavor Flav fan. I have every Flavor Flav toy that has been officially released, to my knowledge, that is. And I love Public Enemy, but it just didn't make sense to me why this was the first one to be released when there's so many artists out there, even artists that have been done a million times like Biggie and Tupac. I mean, maybe Flav and Todd McFarlane have a relationship, some sort of friendship or something. Not sure. Doesn't really matter. It was just an interesting choice to launch a hip hop line of figures, especially when they made a figure that they released about almost 6,000 of, which is a lot nowadays for a hip hop figure. But we could get into all of that in a second. I copped 2 of these off of rip, and I have a lot of critique for this figure, to be honest with you. First of all, I'm not really sure what's going on with the face sculpt. I don't really feel like I'm looking at Flavor Flav. The only thing that makes me feel like I'm looking at Flavor Flav here is the clock and the Viking helmet, which even his clothing leaves me wondering, why this outfit? Why not something like super nostalgic? Something with a pair of Jordans, something from like the PE days, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm just not feeling this, not feeling the pants, the boots. You know, I know like I'm nitpicking this, but I collect these things, and you know, I collect them based off of nostalgia. And I gotta tell you, when I grabbed the packaging of this figure, it didn't feel nostalgic. And that's what I was looking for, especially with something called Music Maniacs. I was hoping to see something more nostalgic from the time Public Enemy and Flavor Flav when they dominated. And there's so many references that could have been used that were not used, and this was selected, and it wasn't done to my high standards of what I thought Todd McFarlane was gonna do. It's just not really a cohesive release at all. I actually prefer any of the Funkos or the Mesco drops over this. The best details on here are the Viking helmet and the clock. Other than that, the whole jacket vest thing going on, not feeling. I already said I'm not feeling the pants. The face sculpt is completely off. And the mic and mic stand just feels a little lazy, you know? Yes, I know, they're rappers. They all come with mic. I get it, you know? And the mic stand and mic are all solid black. Now, when you have a company like Super 7 doing a comparable action figure to this, which would be the Ultimates line, that comes with matte accessories, replaceable heads, incredibly dope packaging that honestly would look just dope on the shelf in the package, and then you compare it to this, I don't know, man. It doesn't hold up. It doesn't hold up. And yeah, I might be biased because I really enjoy Super 7, but I would be honest, if this figure was better than an Ultimates, I'd be like, yo, this is better than an Ultimates. This is the hot shit right here. And the only thing this really has going for it is the price point, which is $24.99, and that's about it. And there's no information on what may be next. And if they're hoping to release more based on the sales of this, I don't really know many people who cop this or anyone who's really excited over this release, which is another reason why I'm wondering, why is this the first release? Besides all of that, the other thing it comes with is a trading card size certificate of authenticity that actually has the number edition of this. So if you got a low number and you opened it, the only way to know is if you opened it and you take the card out and see what number you got. I think this was like 3,000 and something out of 5,800. Then maybe you could get the card graded or do something with it. But honestly, all in all, not so happy with this, and I'm looking forward to see what will be coming next from the Music Maniacs hip hop line, if there's anything, because there's really nothing announced. Now, I mentioned the price of this is $24.99, and for the size figure compared to a reaction figure, the value is there in just the size difference alone. But to be honest with you, I'd rather pay $25 for a reaction figure that is smaller than this, that looks better, has better packaging, and is a little bit more nostalgic, than pay $25 for a bigger figure. Now, Todd, I don't know you, but if you do come across this video, I hope you take into consideration everything that I said, because I really want to see you do dope hip hop toys, because I am a fan and I have been for a very, very long time. In fact, I've covered a lot of your stuff on my channel. Well, a lot of your vintage stuff on my channel. And yeah, that's about it. I want to know in the comments, what do you guys think of this release? Am I just out of control? Am I like being too critical? Or these details actually matter to y'all too? Leave it in the comments. Let me know. Thanks for watching No Hype. And until next time, stay tuned for more dope and rare hip hop collectibles.